You know these characters. You've quoted them. You've loved them. Some of them, you've even been them. What if the reason they hit so hard is because they're running the same patterns you are? This series does something simple. We're going back to watch some of the most iconic characters in film and television, and this time, we're not watching for the plot. We're watching for the pattern underneath. We're going to look at what each character is actually doing, beneath the plot, beneath the arc, and beneath the performance. Hello, my name is Dr. Amy Chiang. I have a 20-year career supporting organizations and individuals through change and transformation. I am the author of Survival Identity, the hidden patterns running your work, your leadership, and your life. And I am the founder of Transforma, an app that helps you navigate this transformation. So let's talk about Rhaenyra. Everyone expects Rhaenyra to escalate the way Daenerys did. She refuses. She interrogates. She verifies. She waits. She sneaks into her enemy's capital, not to attack, but to check their data. Two Targaryen queens, completely different nervous systems, both descending into war. Rhaenyra Targaryen has just been named the villain of the story she did not write. A child has been murdered in her name. She did not order it. She is being called Rhaenyra the Cruel in the streets of King's Landing. Her council wants her to strike back. Her husband is already thinking about retaliation. And her response, the response of a woman running two survival identities at once, is to slow down. She was named heir at 8 years old in a kingdom that had never accepted a female ruler. Every man in her court was quietly planning for her replacement. Every alliance was a variable. She learned to do two things in sequence. First, gather the information. Verify, delay, refuse to move until certain. Then, deploy with total precision. The analyzer produces the certainty. The controller executes on it. Neither plan alone would have kept her alive this long. Watch what Rhaenyra actually does in this episode. She sends Baela to scout rather than assume. She interrogates Daemon rather than accuse him. She interrogates Missaria rather than imprison her. She refuses to declare war even as her council demands it. The analyzer's core belief is, I will not commit until the data is complete. And in a moment where every advisor in the room is telling her to act, she waits. She dressed as a silent sister and walked into her enemy's capital. Not for revenge, not for war, but for verification.
What?
I desire peace as you do, but if it's ever...
Did my father use those words? The prince that was promised? Did he?
Yes, he did.
He spoke to you of the Song of Ice and Fire? It's a story he once told. About Aegon the Conqueror.
The Conqueror.
The controller planned the infiltration. The analyzer had a variable to check. Was her father's succession really overturned, or was there another explanation? Alicent sensed her truth. Viserys was delirious. He was speaking of prophecy, not of his son. The variable at the heart of the war was the misheard sentence of a dying man. Both patterns are wounded at the same time. The analyzer's model has been dismantled. The war was built on bad data. The controller strategy is useless. You cannot unfight a war that had already killed a child. And still, she goes back to Dragonstone. She keeps planning, she keeps working, because the analyzer-controller hybrid has one deep failure mode. Even when the analysis is complete and the answer is nothing more can be restored, the strategy continues, because it is the only strategy she has ever known. Two Targaryen queens, Two completely different nervous systems. Daenerys acts on emotional certainty. Rhaenyra waits for evidence. Both descend into war. Comment on which pattern you recognize more, and follow for more survival identity deep dives.